Yeah, so today I want us to touch on fear.
Fear, ne?
Yeah.
Like mina ngiyithatha as into injected in us.
You might think you are protecting the child, but you are introducing fear as a what? As a state of mind, or is it a disorder?
What you have to do and what you must become. That is. Yo, what up? Chubby Kid J right here. You know how we do. I got my niggas today. We got a hot topic today. Thank you, everything. As you know, Chubby Kid J, aka Spong Insani Junior Babala. We thank you very much for giving us this moment to interact with you and talk to you. Before I go into introductions with my niggas, you see one of my homies right here next to me. You know there's a nigga behind the cam. Everyone will mention themselves. Before all of that, though, we'll be thanking you for your subscriptions. We got 100 and something. Like I said last time, remember what I said last time? We ain't counting, we still not counting. We're just appreciating all the people that have subscribed, the likes that we have received. Comment section, please go wild. Tell us what you feel. Tell us if we're doing something good. Tell us all those things that we need to get improve and do better. You know how we do. So thank you. Oh, and please, I mean, I don't mind. I don't know if anyone else mind, but please. Share it there, share it to everyone, your mom, your grands, your aunts, your cousin, whoever it is, just share it there and spread it like wildfire. We're not doing it for ourselves, we're also doing it for you because there's so much that we're gaining. So that's why your interactions are so important. Got my nigga on my right. Nigga will introduce himself, you know how it goes down. Peace, God.
Yeah, good day guys. Yeah, this is your boy Spusiso Mkwena, all the way from Metswatwa, which is a small area from Parofi Davidson in the East Rand, you know. Yeah, today I appreciate being on this episode again, you know. Thank you, Cody, for, you know, having us again, you know. Shout out, man. All love, you know. Yeah, today I want to address some, you know, serious topics. You know,
you know how I go.
Yeah, you know, we have to give the people, you know, something to think about.
And reality, what they live.
Yeah, you know.
I feel that.
Yeah, so today I want us to touch on fear.
Yeah,
fear.
In
our native language, fear, baby Zangan. In the Zulu, yeah.
Uksaba.
Yeah,
Uksaba.
You understand? Uksaba, like I feel and I think that Uksaba siyagoga, you understand, in this journey called life, because I mean, like, there's different definitions to what life is. Abantu they explain it like they can explain it differently. So, but the fear, like, generally, you understand, as a concept as well, you understand, it's something that we need to revisit. You understand, this thing, a state of mind, it's just delay. You understand. Yeah.
Because in morning at fear, ne?
Yeah.
Like mina ngiyithatha as into injected in us. When it's injected us from birth, because your parents tell you that go to church because uNkulunkulu so. Go to school because if you don't go to school, so. Don't do crime because so. Don't do this, don't do that. I thought, from my thoughts now that I've grown up, I thought actually life should actually be a whole experience. We're supposed to make those mistakes. Yeah, but now we're so fearful of making mistakes that what are you going to learn if you don't make mistakes?
So yeah, should not done. We am channel to those thoughts. So this shouldn't be what we are.
Exactly.
Yeah, shouldn't be something that we are doing. So in a way, you might think you are protecting the child, but you are introducing fear as a what? As a state of mind, or is it a disorder?
I feel like, dog, I feel like fear. It is a disorder, dog.
But how can it be a disorder, Praz? Like, this is a disorder, Njan, because this thing is inflicted. A disorder, okay, I don't know if I'm getting the word disorder correctly, but a disorder isn't something like that is like within you. I don't think fear is within you. I feel like fear is something from outside that is injected in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's not something that it is part of you. It's something that is from outside of you, that is injected inside of you. Now it's going to be part of you. So I don't think it's a disorder. I think fear is a mindset, a level state of mind.
Yeah.
Fear is not any part of any or like any part of you. But in order isn't those two guys. I mean, how can you fear like most of
Yeah, what are you doing?
You telling my mind already what so now my mind is registering and calculating that and now putting that in a frame I see ultimately because mind is singing itself and then that boils into fear. Yeah, there was this thing that I saw last time, the definitions of fear, like the F-E-R-A, the meaning of that. I still need to actually really check that one. If you don't you know what it actually stands for?
No, I don't know.
No, yeah, but like I feel what you're saying because from a young age, you know, we were accustomed to different things. So you're living with your family, you know, and then you see them doing different things, you know. I think it's because over the years, like my studies have shown, like I'm a sociologist, I'm a social scientist, even I'm a social workers, you know, born ourselves, those people that are not about, they know what you should introject fear, you understand, in order to make one a victim.
Yes, Pepe, we any of the time still on hand. When kunalento le uthe ama-parents akafuni abantwana babukele i-sex and stuff, but it helps in a certain kind of way. Can you explain that?
Yeah, like that's the darkest secret. The darkest secret. Well, that I know to the audience it might seem as something or fish.
Yeah.
What is this guy saying? We understand, but I'm like chapter 10, then Napoleon Hill, the book editor Arthur Pell, Arthur Pell, yeah. Chapter 10,
what's the book's name?
Think and Grow Rich.
Think and Grow Rich, okay.
By Napoleon Hill, you should check it out. Like most people about successful as they say, you understand, whether spiritually or materially, they recommend that book, you understand. It says, with chapter 10, with sex transmutation into a genius, means that the more sex you have, the more chances of you like being rich or being rich in what, I don't know, it might be in a state of mind or material, you understand. But if you channel those thoughts in the right way, you understand, you don't abuse this genius, you understand, no, like I should objectify a woman, you understand. But sex is something that is natural for procreation, you understand. There is also something there, sort of to diverge from the topic, but it's something that you understand. The sex, TV shows, you understand. Pants, all the TV shows or they have a disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer.
And the disclaimer is written. It's something that you should pay attention to before in the real action. You understand? This the viewers or the people that are here in this maybe story. Maybe some of the events may be fictionalized, but for the sake of blah blah blah. It's a warning. We understand. That's what I'm saying. So I'm a show with sex. We understand. Which we shouldn't see there.
Do those, because I want to get to something when I'm saying this. Do those parents actually know their capability, the power that watching and interacting with some sexual activities, there is some enrichment that you get? Or is it, my point was, is it generational that if we are given generationally?
Yeah,
you pass it on and pass it on.
Isn't it that like apartheid was also a social policy and economic benefits for whoever, I don't know, you understand. But some people like Maba explaining apartheid, the concept, they say it wasn't a good era, you understand. Because when I was born in 1997, maybe 4 years after the 1994 lockdown. So as they explain apartheid, they explain it as something that was rude. It wasn't a good thing. It wasn't a good thing to be given to abantu baphile ngale mithetho, you understand. For the people to be governed by the law, you understand.
But on that point, can I ask you something? There were, from calculations, I haven't calculated, we'll do research. Please out there, can you also help us with research on this part? But I believe there were more black people like us, like Mzansi, but like Mzansi, there were more black people than white people. Fethu uzongitshela ukuthi siba yi3 so mangafika out e1 ingene manje la way ingasenza something wrong ingaphethanga next or even iphethe something la way. Weren't we fearful of ukuthi la way sithathe over it? Besibabhaya nje why sike abelungu mfethu basirule so sibabhaya. So is the fear injected more into black people than it's injected into any other race?
I think fear and for me, like to touch on that topic, apartheid, my viewers, we were talking about the apartheid, right? And then the fear. But as they explain, apartheid is something that intensified the fear to maybe they have various destinations, about destinations, that people think you span. You understand? As they say, it wasn't enough.
But my point is, there were more. Why singa like hey, let me ends our magic way. I commit and go straight to the head office. Union building is right there in front of us. We could have taken 10 million black people. 10 million black people see it and dethrone them if we wanted to. But did we have actually fear of actually standing together? The fear of a group and going there and fighting for what's right?
Did you know that fear is one of the most, like the most affordable, intangible thing?
Why is there fear? Why is there?
That's why question I'm meeting. What is there to fear?
Exactly. What is there to fear?
This poverty. Poverty.
Why are you fearing poverty?
Okay, poverty. What is it?
You're the one that's fearing it. You're supposed to tell me why are you fearing poverty? Because you're the one that's asking what is there to fear. And when you're telling me that, as me, when you're asking me that question, now me as boozer with it. But
practical in life, like most people what is it that we must fear?
The elements that are given to us. The elements that are given to us. Then the boy should put it. The elements that are given to us, that is what we're fearing. And if we don't know ourselves, we're going to fear that. But if I know myself completely...
What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear? That I don't even have a biggest fear. I have many biggest fears. There's so many things that I fear.
Like, I have fear of losing someone. Like, so,
that is one of them.
Exactly. So, how can I not talk about... I know I have it. Like, you were able to spot it there. Listen, that's fear. I constitute it. But I must not wear it all the time. Because if I'm jailing, how can I know it?
But then how come you're going to ask me again, what is there to fear?
Yeah,
because when you're giving me that hope.
Remember, as creator, remember right now as creator. Now as creator right now. It's creator what we call our future, right? And so, must put the future. You told me must have us the pair. Because I'm a creature of habits. And so I'm a sensitive creature. Obviously I react to it because I am fearful of ways and
yeah, I feel you.
And so like the pain, do you think that the people must run away from pain?
I don't feel you should run away from pain. I feel like you should face it like it is. Because that will make you stronger.
That's why there's a saying that face your fears. You know that saying. Would face the fears. Then I'm asking myself again, what is there to fear? Sitting identified among 6 basic fears. It's now. When lose abantu, or criticize, or nah. But is really criticize, or is it really something that defines you? More about criticizing it. Is it like the end of the world, like you asked?
No, that's why
poverty, like when you think about it, when you fear it, is poverty permanent?
That's why we
make it permanent.
That's why we say it's injected in you that way. That's why it's so confusing to you. Why am I fearing this?
Exactly.
I don't know this, but I'm fearing it.
But remember,
it's something that was given to you.
Remember, as the question they what is there to fear? Maybe someone out there has you must fear this scenario. I've experienced this thing, and this is what I fear. You understand? But for me, I didn't think. For instance, poverty, I'm crying. Criticize that person has channeled those thoughts to themselves because that's the fear most people are suffering from. So in about this type of fear, you understand? You get my point?
But to my point of view, I love this conversation, Joe. Because my point of view, but I feel like there's no need to ask ourselves the question of what is there to fear, because it seems like it's already given that fear isn't supposed to be there. It's supposed to be there. Whatever that fear is, it is. But it's supposed to be there. Because if we ask ourselves the question with it, what is there to fear? Joe, but do you know?
Like in riots, for instance, in a sort of diversion, like let's say there's a riot, a strike. Yeah, but about Basaban of a strike.
Yeah, like Yamaha, they're getting hurt and stuff, and Moshi's into and all of those kind of things.
Sorry, names about a bit insensitive, but I don't mean to cause any fights or anything. But I'm just gonna ask you, I'm gonna quote a case, that's American, you understand, those workers there at the mountains, what did they fear most?
They feared who lose their jobs, they feared the money baby demanded by toilet before they even feared that over their lives. Because they didn't know they were going to get shot and killed. The first thing they were fearing is losing jobs or not gaining what they were actually talking for.
But did they know that they would be maybe experience such a situation?
No, they definitely didn't know that they were going to be shot like that.
We understand. So there was this something that they feared. Would see, no, like with this money that you are giving us, whoever was giving them money, they feared to see it can no longer do that. It can no longer cover all the aspects of life. Because remember, I said this the other day. We have the inner world, and the outer world. The inner world are my thoughts, are my emotions. You understand? And the outer world, people, places, things, moments, events. And Tina, we are here, like you said, we are in this life that we are playing ourselves through. You understand? And then with these things given to us, Tina says, and where these things and define us by these things and concepts.
Isn't that the fear that you are gaining? Those things.
Exactly, entitlement to poverty. Why am I in passing that? Like I'm in China, life in. Many times I'm very rich. I'm told, why are you?
Because have you realized the whole thing, guys? Do you see the fear?
Reaction.
The fear of most people in that. And when you were probably just aligning your chakras at the time, you were trying to find yourself, you were probably like what? But in fasting, trying to find yourself, trying to find the holiness in yourself. Or you were just doing it because
it's solitude, it's solitude, sorry to cut you. It's solitude alone alone. Remember, even in early life, it's divided into some aspects of you have social life, family, maybe scale, your music life, us here, you understand. And with us, it's a different experience. And the language that we use here is different compared to what you consume elsewhere. Probably, I might not know, I'm a space but you could see those experiences with our father. But from those experiences, which one do you think is like you like it? Which one you dislike her or you like her?
You see, the one I enjoy the most, for me, when the life that I'm living, this moment that we're in right now is the one I love. I don't even like it. I love this moment because I'm with people that are saying the same things that I've always wanted to express. But then when I go out, I'm afraid to express the same things to people because I'm probably going to inflict fear to them, or they're going to inflict fear. The comments are going to inflict fear back to me. Ukuthi yo plus besikhuluma ngento eso sizama ukwenza into eso obani wena ongeke uyenze so because of and then I'm fearful kusasa ngisafuna uyenza lanto le bengifuna uyenza. So I'll rather be with people that will believe in what I want to do than be with people that don't want to believe in what I want to do.
That is why you disregard the other two experiences. We are one from my experiences. You also had a choice to pick from them. This is actually what I admire. This is what I want to Lava too, Aman, what is regarding? They were part of your experiences.
Yeah, they are, yeah. And it's not that I don't love those ones, ne? I love.
But there's certain aspects.
There are certain aspects, yeah. There are pieces of it.
Drive me.
Something.
Yeah, if I can match this experience,
I've done something.
There could be more. If you are there could be more that come out on the outlook. Rather than That's the reason why we disregard the experiences. And the other experiences what disregard. They tell you about yourself, but you are afraid to revisit them because we don't like to be criticized. Fear of criticism.
Okay.
We don't like to be criticized. Now, like he's saying, for instance, you understand?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You know what I think, man? it's deep what you said. If I'm gonna analyze it the way I'm analyzing it, like the things that I'm hearing there, those aspects that I'm running from, are actually the part of me that I don't want to hear about me, and I'm coming to a part where I feel comfortable more about me. I get what you said.
You must be should magnet comfort Gucci. You should know Gucci.
It's not actually a really.
And I'm not saying that we should wear struggle as our second jacket. So I'm not saying Gucci in order for a person to achieve, you made a safari. No, there are people who already achieved and how they think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like we are here, this is the camera, you got it. Those are your thoughts, we are told. You achieved whatever you thought of. You manifested on the outlook, we are told. So you are doing something, we understand. And people call it an asset. That is why my experiences are my camera, because that's what they believe should be part of them. We call it things into people's experiences that whole time. Now me open so that through my openness I heal. Because what's the point of like deprived of your emotionality? Would not feel it at all? What else we're a creature?
But do you think people are fearful of gaining assets and then they feel more comfortable not having liabilities?
Like I wanna even losing them. You know, like I don't know some of the richest people, but I believe I will be among those one day. Yeah, but insecurity is embedded in the thought, not on the material that you could see before then. You don't know your company. It was first a thought.
Yeah, it was a thought.
Before it manifested on the outlook. You might never know probably sorry to use a race, but I don't mean to cause any racial slurs and stuff. But I believe as people that are glorified in this day and age that we live in, you could even hear some of our peers, but when you see those emotions, they are real. That's how they are feeling. But remember, that feeling started with the thought. The thought was emotionalized or feeling. But there could be more stuff that could make he or her day, his day or her day. I'm saying, which brings me to this idea, you're whiner. I will forever address whining in my podcast because I hate whiners. We are action niggas, we're doing the action. But it's more that something will be out there. Among results we will never know about them, but we did something of which we believe is or manifest. It already manifested on outlook. You understand? There's someone but
do you think whining leads you to becoming weaker?
Whining down.
Because I think I've read or I heard of something where they say a strong man creates or builds a weak man, and then that weak man was created by a strong man will build a strong man. You know what that means? If Edini unayo privileges, like most of the time, intwana zophuma lapha cheese boy, tefile, soft, inegi, bread. No, men sacrifice a lot, dog. Imagine you just told me right now that your mental health costs a lot. In fact, it doesn't even cost a lot. It's priceless.
Yeah.
There's no price on it, dog. There is no price on it.
Price,
But Tina,
there's no saying down to my soul.
Us men, we put a price on it ourselves. We put a price on it. We talk, okay, who's in main dot? Like you asked me, what is a man? Who's in main dot? I need to provide. I've already put a price on my manhood now. I've already put a price on my mental health, on my peace of mind.
Why are this regarding?
Yeah,
Yourself,
Joe. Do you know how
I'm not saying men should not provide for their families. I'm saying that men, with their thinking, it has to be revisited. Being
a man.
Yeah, some of the things that we...
Can I go on another thing? What this topic is so deep, though? Because this thing of gender-based violence. Now, I'm not saying that all men beat their women up because of the pressures and now they end up not knowing how to express themselves, then they end up expressing themselves with hands. Yes. But it ends up, some men, it actually ends up like that. So I'm under so much pressure. I gave you everything and you still have the audacity to go out and get what I'm giving you from someone else. And then I can't express anything else from you and I put my hands on you. This is all I had a topic no matter. Matala, when I had a topic, I was like, Matala, how come when a woman she's gonna go get married or a young girl is growing up, uyakwazi ukuhlala nogogo wakhe, nomama wakhe, nosisi bakhe namanye amantombazane bamtshela ukuthi intombazane nawe they talk secrets of what a woman should be to a man and in her own life. They have their own secret conversations. Even where smakazi weshad, khani bamnika ama-rules athi ukuthi hey okay umfazi so ngeke ubhayisiswe indoda so. But how come Tina ask me when I go to my dad umfazi wami uyabhayisisa uyindoda enjani ubhayisiswa umfazi weak ndoda bhayisiswa umfazi akhulisanga nje. You're not giving me any advice that is solid. We don't have a secret conversation as men that is a solid advice ukuthi Ntwana so khulile manje uzoba nomfazi tata ngifuna ukuba nomfazi kwethi ngihlala apha ke xelele ke indoda ke imeli benjani what men don't.
And even call your uncles and your cousins
and men
they tell you about it.
The only thing we do
now this is the kind of
the only thing we do when we have men conference that way we drink beer and talk about the football game and in China. That's all we have. One woman there in the kitchen talking about yabona ungathi uphuza kakhulu kumele uqale umkhuzi 1 2 no gogo yafaka nami ngibona dingogo uyabona umkhulu wakho uhamba so aligning because of this and this and this. Tina us men we don't talk about that. Tina us men we don't show ubuntu. I can see you guys wanting to do this thing yokuthi men's conference anything, but where are those men's conferences in? Zikuphi man? Was in a trend nyane ngathi yavuka zikuphi? We need those things as men. We
gender-based violence gender-based violence. It's tedious, dog. To be honest, it's annoying because it's the very same thoughts or translated umfazi wakho umshaya. Maqeda nje uthi uyamthanda. You do this because you love her. Mind you, I was the very same guy who wayenza lento leyo.
I was about to comment there.
ukuthi whatever you saw at home, you eventually do it komunye umuntu until you see yourself on that moment. Uzokuthi kanti I'm also bad. I can do this. Yabo. But after learning from there, that is why I'm telling my ukuthi how I react to girls, how I deal with this thing.
To be honest, you mentioned the part there in that comment that you said right now. I don't think it's actually bad. Bad. That I'm not saying hitting a woman is good, guys.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is we must analyze what happened. You know, guys get arrested and have 15 years in prison just because Batila way. Do you know what was the cause? So when you try to just be like, no baby, take my car keys, I'm just gonna go drink with the guys that come up and went down. Would
you think that most girls are suffering from their father issues and most men are suffering from their daddy issues and mother issues?
I think like guys are more connected to their mothers and women are more connected to the fathers. Yeah, from my element. And I feel like the fathers have more love for their daughters than their sons.
At what age did your parents, at what age who's the concept of it?
Like kuntombazane?
No, like besides you can like what's it? Like but
oh, yeah. Like you a couple of times now that I've grown up.
So that thought back in the on about Shamela, we am told so through your behavior and then the treatment was some guy or out of who's actor
might be out of proportion.
Yeah, I'm told
and you might be doing over things now. You're going to be just doing a lot more because it's way onto the hotel. And
I think that as men, socialization needs to be revisited.
By that,
I mean we should have a language, a new language.
But you know why?
A language that will allow us to be emotionally intelligent.
You know why we don't go through that? We don't actually go deep into that. It's because we still have that thing we're talking about right now, the fear. Because I'm afraid now to come to you and say, okay, imagine this.
And why?
These guys, I just want to understand. Women, I want you just to understand like how it is out there. Now imagine that if there's any jitters that will understand this, I just want to understand. Because I'm sad. I'm not even sad about the umshai. I'm sad now.
Yeah.
And then, do you think for a guy, it's easy to figure that guilty? He's already laughing. He's already laughing. He's already laughing. I'm making an example, but he's already laughing. Imagine if it was the truth.
It is the truth.
So how are niggas supposed to open up to them if an example makes a nigga laugh?
You know why?
That's why you're supposed to laugh at them.
He's still laughing. He's still laughing.
That's why. Because
you know what? Let me tell you.
Because he's still laughing. I'm telling you.
That's the
How is a guy supposed to open
That's
up,
the
bro?
problem. Yeah.
Yo,
There's
bruh.
so many men and they are deprived of their emotionality and sentimentality, their way of feeling and thinking.
So what does a man do? He ends up keeping his.
That's why I asked
his
the
emotions
question: what
physical.
is a man? What is a man? Is man pennies? Is man money? Is man pockets? Is
Well,
man?
I don't even want to believe that men are the head of the house.
Is man love? Is man God?
How can you be the head of the house if you're not even in the house majority of the time? Who's in the house in the majority of the time? You out there working for the house.
I mean, I
Who's
see-
in the house
to be-
majority of the time?
To be honest,
a woman.
when I see men, how an ideal man for me ought to be young sir. Angaba umuntu omamela ama instructions. As soon as possible, ama instructions wale umuntu athi umchuzile yena self. We understand. And not wonke ama instructions. I'm told that obviously there's a couple that obviously go through fights. You can't be happiness all the time. You are not. And see money in you too. There's bad days and good days in life, right? There's people say that. I'm told there's also another side of life that we don't know. I'm told that other people can come here and tell us about it. So,
But isn't it,
my instructions, one more man. I think it's gonna save the world.
but isn't it a liability now that being a man, being a man a liability to the man? Because I enjoy what we're doing today because we were speaking about so many topics during Emini, and those are the ones we're tackling right now. There's another topic we spoke when we were going towards your place. We were speaking about black tax.
Black tax.
We were speaking about
Black tax.
having to pay back tax. Now majority of the men, how come it gets to that point ukuthi intombazana mayispana iyakwazi uhlala ekibo ibe na 40 years 50 years bangaqini next hayi sis wena imali yakho ube grand ube right, and then when as out somdala mfondini amiyofuna itoho mfondini mele ubuyise into up endlini. How come Tina being a man is such a liability to us? It becomes a liability to us. We're no longer assets to ourselves. We're no longer creators of our own paths. We are told what to become as a man.
Manhood is already calculated.
It's calculated. It
It
told
has
what to
levels
be.
because of only if maybe let's say for instance I've never went to an initiation school in Tabi. I've never went there. I don't share that sentiment at all. Like I went to a clinic, but like to men, our impaired traditional or whatever they call it, culture or whatever, they have this thing you could see. If you didn't go there, you're not a man enough. Yeah, or I'll sing we have interest in those.
I can't comment.
Yeah, sorry.
Just joking. Just joking.
What you talking about?
Hey, you know them constant niggas out there, nigga. Come on, nigga.
This nigga be selling on people. What is this nigga doing?
And how is he saying? What is he talking about right now, Ivan? How am I selling out? By informing. Because in fact, those same niggas are the ones that do that in fact. I'm from EC. I know how niggas are when they come back from them, how they treat niggas that have not been there. I've been one of those niggas that haven't been there.
Where now?
Yeah,
I've been one of those niggas.
There's always that responsibility that a man should like be part of, like male care, you understand? Male activable, male be responsible for this like thing, you know?
And that's so
like
true,
it keeps
dog.
me, so and then
No, that's facts.
and okay, does it say that I'm not man enough if I didn't go to the
In
English
fact,
school?
you know the same thing that you're paid, then the thing I'm paid is too much. Because dog, the fear I had of Ankaida, I felt like I'm not even close to being a man in fact. Yo, I am paid. Even the whole world around me start seeing me as if since they say you didn't go there and they are from there, they have the right and responsibility to control your life of what you were supposed to be. So good thing, we go. Imagine now, where I'm born, where I've been fighting. What if meaning equal with 7 and in too good at that? But I can't have to say what's been said because I didn't go to some place. How is that possible? I'm the uput wam now example. Now uput wam uile la pad akasebenzi ulethe umfazi wakhe nabantwana la uzogcwalisa icharity. I'm the kwekwe who haven't gone there. I bring food and everything wonke umuntu
But it's not a man enough.
So it's not me. I'm providing, but since I didn't go there, I'm not providing.
As
I'm
an
not a
element,
man.
a portion yana to not qualify me as man because I didn't go there. I'm not having insinuation up there about to what in town and I respect and so because I mean, I can't disrespect something that I don't know. Yeah, well, obvious. But I've seen tendencies and the habits of people who went there so far in my life. In so far, I'm not really there. Yeah, well, I felt somewhere in life in a week because it's different. So whatever they picked from whatever school they went to, and shove it on my face. You are not. You don't
You're not men. You're not men enough.
That's why I mean Fabric.
That's why I'm saying, what is a man? One of my friends, one goes and what's he? You know, I won't disclose the name. One goes, what do you know that like I've once reached a point in my life whereby I want to ask whoever conceived me, did you really wanted me or you wanted my dad? You understand? Because your actions are the opposite of what a mother is said to be or a father is said to be. You understand? So I got to ask myself those questions. How he expresses his life story. But I can see my emotions are there. This is what he feels. And I was told this that's why I call it umchela. But figurative, the way around. But as men we feel a lot, but just deprived because of how the society constructed whatever there is.
You know,
I don't have to act as if I'm not done because I will be honest. And then I'm going to be dishonest. Yeah, I'm telling you this because I admire you as a woman. I'm feeling objectify. I have a girlfriend. Now she keeps on calling. I don't like them. Because I know maybe she might come for a friendship, but I don't like being friends. Okay, that's far because I realize it after looking at feel. I have a penis, I have my emotions, and I'm not depressed with feel. If I feel, I will react. So, in a way, I'm punishing myself for her. We understand.
You want to distance yourself.
Yeah, I want to distance myself.
Prevention is better than cure.
Yeah, I want to distance myself as much as I could from here because I wouldn't like to smash a cheek and then pass and think that's good. Okay.
But you know what the sad thing when you're talking about the topic about fear and now mentioning women, don't we as men have that fear? If I do not smash, she might badmouth me. Oh, yo, what a topic today! God damn, on God. He's God, your word is born. Tony,
what else?
I'm not talking about your word, I'm talking about my word. Tony, how it goes. OG, thank you for the cam, thank you for the time. Fabric, it's a blessing on every day, nigga, to see you. More shows, more work, more quality we're going to be doing. Guys, we're going to be dropping this. We appreciate that you're watching this. We appreciate that you subscribed. We appreciate your likes. We appreciate that you're also going to share. Thank you very much. The topic was about fear today. We appreciate the fear. I got Fabric on my side right here. Nigga be killing his shit. Salute for his work, salute his passion, his ideas. We love it, we're going in. You got Chubby Kid J right here. Salute him as well. And obviously OG, Oli behind the cam. Killing his shit. Thank you, OG, for this opportunity. Subscribe, like, subscribe. Peace, God. See you on the next episode. You know how it goes.
Word of the day.
Word of the day, dog.
Word of the day.
Word of the day.
Give the word of the day.
Give the word of the day, dog.
You are not your mind.
You are not your mind.
You are not your mind.
I'm more like a support.
As you are not your mind.
Till next time, we're out here.